Okay, so we have Aga Salman from Edmonton Royals. So Aga, just please talk about your performance and the performance of your team and the outlook going forward.
So I have to say, they're not going to ask questions.
After.
To be honest, it's a great win, and on these wickets, you're chasing 200. It's never easy. To be honest, in any wicket, chasing 200 is not easy. But on this wicket, 200, it was never easy. But we back ourselves, and I think we had a great partnerships, which was very important on chasing down 200. So we are in great shape, and we will try to continue our performances like this and put up a great show in next game as well.
Tasneem, Gorilla Cricket from London. Congratulations on a fantastic performance.
Thank you.
Edmonton Royals have always had the pick of the bowlers, but they've struggled a little bit with their batting lineup. What was the game plan coming into today's match after the last couple of losses that you had in terms of the batting?
To be honest, it was not like, it's not like very like unique kind of style. We have to back ourselves. We have good enough batting, to be honest. We are like very good bowling side, I know that, but we are no bad batting side. So we were just backing ourselves and try to put up a partnership which was like missing in the last games. But we did like put up a good partnership on me, Fletcher, and then me, Behadin. So I think that's set the tone.
Hello, Awasar. Congratulations first of all.
Thank you very much.
For winning the match. I'm Dr. Ram from Match Point Newas. All the way from Lahore Lions to Lahore Kalandar, Lahore Shalimar, Lahore.
Yeah,
so today you proved once again the brilliance. I was just reminding the things of Islamabad United versus Islamabad United, that brilliance. So when we are seeing the Pakistan camp,
I heard it's not far away, so I just hope. To be honest, at the moment I'm not thinking. It is in my back of my mind, but still I'm just like focusing on what I'm playing right now on this tournament. But whenever it's come, I just hope I'll play well.
if Rana sir would have been seen the match, he would be very happy.
I'm
but
sure.
I don't know when the fortune will turn for him.
I'm sure he will. He will watch the highlights.
Outstanding all-round performance.
Thank you very much.
But playing through the innings, you were very impressive. How you read that pitch today? A little bit some unusual bounces and so on.
Yeah, it was not easy to bat on because some are like holding, and then suddenly it comes skids on you. So it's not easy to predict. But at the end of the day, like we have to chase 200 because we were in tricky position. So we needed that win, and chasing 200. You always have to have wickets in hand and put partnerships, and I think that's what we did.
Having played for Pakistan's domestic setup and the PSL as well, what would you say the key similarities and differences are playing here at the GT20?
Well, it's not like massive difference in franchise cricket. Obviously, in domestic cricket, it is a massive difference, but in franchise cricket, it's not a massive difference. But at the end of the day, these pitches are not easy to bat on. But I think the short boundaries, they are helping batsmen. But another day, it's not easy wicket to bat on. But we just have to back ourselves. We are professional enough to like analyze the pitches and prove that.
Rasa, what about the square boundaries? The square boundaries when you compare it back to the big Gaddafi stadium, and then so it's a wonder.
To be honest, no. Well, because if you've been to Sharjah, it's not like small than this, but it's not far. It's not like a big ground, so it's not stranger to me. But yes, obviously when you have like these pitches, ball are not coming and some are coming, so you have to have a small boundaries to like give something to batsman. So I'm happy.
Rajan Nair from India. You have been saying that the wicket is not easy to bat, but the way you batted, it reflected that the wicket was very comfortable. The manner in which you batted, I feel that is it true that the wicket was difficult, or you batted very well?
I don't know, but to be honest, it is it's not an easy wicket to bat on. I'm keep saying that because obviously there is a reason. That's why I'm saying that. And you can see like from outside, it's not easy wicket to bat on. But end of the day, we are professional enough. We are here for as a pros. So we have to adjust, and we have to adopt the condition and try to do well and back ourselves. And that's what I did.
Both the teams scored over 200 runs.
Yeah, it's funny.
That underlines the fact that the wicket was definitely much better than the first game, which we saw for the day.
Yeah, it's funny. It is funny, saying it's not an easy wicket to bat on, where both the teams scored 200. But trust me, it was not.
6 batsmen scored nearly 50 apiece.
Yeah, I know it's funny, but the truth is, it was not an easy wicket to bat on.
Aga, you guys have a lot of excellent players in your squad who have been benched for the previous matches. Do you think this win is going to give you guys the confidence to have a little bit of a juggle and maybe prepare a more specialized team for the coming matches?
Well, the thing is, we are in a tricky position. We have to win all the games. So I don't think so they are going to try a new guys. But we have a very good team. So the guys are on the bench. They are very good too. But I don't know. But at the same time, as a team, we did well today. We need to improve our death bowling. But at the end of the day, we won. We chased 204 runs, and it's not easy in any ground. So we are a good enough team to win this tournament, to be honest. So I'm backing my team.
Okay, that's it. You're good.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to another episode of Match Point by Dr. Adnan. You are watching Match Point on E-Awaz. Today match was very exciting between Edmonton Royals and Winnipeg Hawks, and the first match was between West Indies B team and Toronto Nationals. Today was 12th and 13th match were played today in the match Maple Leaf Cricket Ground, and I think the match position is going to be very exciting. I think Dr. Adnan, West Indies B team has worked, I think, a brilliant job, and they're going to win the match, or they're going to win the trophy, perhaps.
Yes, Dr. Dilnishi. Actually, now Cricket West Indies Team B is the team to beat in this very tournament. They've won the first match against the Toronto Nationals of Darren Sammy with 35 balls to spare. Would you believe? Cricket B West Indies winning this first game by 8 wickets. So again, I remind you that, as I told you in the beginning, Dr. Dilnishi told you it was the day number 9 and the match number 12 was played. Match number 12 and 13 have to be played for the days. And today there was a double header because of the weekend. And in the first match, single-handedly, Cricket B West Indies have demolished single-handedly Toronto Nationals and threw them out of the tournament. Who knows? Might be they come back. Still wonders are going on. But I do believe that because of the 2 points, Montreal Tigers and Toronto Nationals are at the bottom of the list with the 2 points each. So they are struggling. Both the teams are struggling. Toronto Nationals, which has amazed us in the beginning match, in the very first game of the tournament, by chasing the huge target of 228 and later on collapsing in the last 2 matches. But this is cricket, and this is the beauty of cricket. So let's brief you. As the first batting team was the Toronto Nationals, who were put into the bat for the batting, and Kamran Akmal. Kami was in the Pakistan team. 2 changes have done in the Toronto National teams, but it couldn't change the fate of the team. Unfortunately, Kami couldn't work out. Basically, Kamran Akmal was back in the team. His old mate, Peshawar Zalmi's captain, Darren Sammy, was once again he was the skipper for him. Kamran Akmal was got out cheaply while facing the 4 balls on only 1 run. Johnson Charles also caught by Fabius Allen on 8, and then the Stephen Smith, the lone warrior, with the 55 runs, he made the half century, but that was not enough to beat and to stop the pace of Cricket B West Indies. And then Devchich came down with a 21, and Karen Pollard fell out cheaply on 8. Nitish Kumar, Canadian skipper, on 1, and at the end Darren Sammy, it was too late for him to conquer the batting paradise, and he made a brisk 23 on 26 balls. But coming down the target, when the target, you were giving the target and coming and batting at number 6 or number 7, it's very difficult for you at that time to accelerate or either to change the game or to change the match stats at that time. So already in those down numbers, match was up to the top batting order lineup has decided the fate of Toronto Nationals. So in short, extras were given 11, and in the 20 overs they made 128 for the loss of 5 wickets. And when we were seeing the match, I knew that West Indies B will make a mockery of this minnow total, and this minnow total was fairly and squarely achieved by the Cricket B West Indies. So once again, I just want to tell you, say the bowling performance, Justin Greaves was the pick of the bowlers with the 2 wickets. Already one day before, you have seen the Justin Greaves with the Man of the Match award, and he is playing from the Barbados, and the Trinidad boys, Jamaican boys, and then the Barbados boys, all are working brilliantly for the Cricket B West Indies. And this time Justin Greaves also taking 2 wickets, and then yet the brilliance had to come along with a bat. So batting started, and Justin Greaves again came to bat along with the Rutherford. That day, the beauty of Cricket B West Indies, one day if not one batsman is not working, the other day he is working. They are not the total failure. So what happened? The story started, and Justin Greaves and Rutherford started the innings. Rutherford was the one who fell out cheaply in the last match, but in this match Rutherford was caught. Kamran Akmal bowled Nikhil Datta on 37, and he made the solid partnership in the start in the beginning along with Justin Greaves, and Justin Greaves got out on 45. Top of the line, bowled Osama Mir and catch Johnson Charles. Osama Mir was also given the chance. Lot of Pakistani stars jumped back into the team like Mohammad Sami, Osama Mir, Kami, Kamran Akmal, and a lot of stars we have seen again in the action, but I think it was too late for them.
I think West Indies B is playing superbly. What I think is that better than West Indies A team right now.
Yeah, but West Indies A team is also very good right now. As we have seen right now, they have beaten Bangladesh by an innings margin, already got out Bangladesh on the 43 cheap total, and then their A team also working well. So overall, I think West Indies team will be very happy with a fair and square performance of them. And then Mohammad Sami, I just want to tell you the bowlers' effort. Nikhil Datta, because there was not any notable performance from the Toronto Nationals, because only 2 wickets fell. So the 1 wicket got to the Nikhil Datta, and the 1 wicket went to the Karachi Kings Osama Mir. But overall performance very poor. 36 runs were given by Nikhil Datta in only 2.1 overs. He was helpless in front of the destructive batting of the Justin Greaves, Rutherford and Brendan King, one of the Jamaican King, and along with the Barbados players. They were totally helpless and out of the game. So Toronto Nationals were never back in the game. So this was it, and Justin Greaves, of his beautiful, brilliant batting of 45 and bagging 2 wickets of the Toronto Nationals, he was adjudged man of the match. And with the 8 points, they are the unbeaten cake at the top of the table, and reminding me of the West Indian team of 70s, late 70s and early 80s, when there was a team of Clive Lloyds, Viv Richards, Wes Hall, Sylvester Clarke, and Michael Holding, Jewel Gardner, Curtly Ambrose, and so many more and more. So it's a time to take a short break. When we will come back after the break, we will have to go to the second match, important match, where Edmonton Royals are facing
Winnipeg Hawks. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Today the second match was played between Edmonton Royals and Winnipeg Hawks, and it was really interesting match. What I think is that Edmonton Royal played very well, superbly well played, and I think if Dr. Adnan today, Edmonton Royal not going to win the match, they would be out of, I think, tournament.
Yes, it was a key match for them. You were right. Dr. Dilishi has told you, it is very right that Edmonton Royals were taking the last chances and the last lessons of the life to stay alive in this tournament, and they did it in a style.
Yes.
And who did it? Lahore hai. I just said to Salman
Exactly,
this
in the
that-
press conference.
in the press conference that Lahore hai, because Lahore Qalandars and Lahore Shalimar's Lahore Lions star Agha Salman was the man to rescue not Lahore but this time Edmonton Royals, the team of Shahid Khan Afridi, the boom boom.
Edmonton Royal, basically they won the toss and elected to bowl first, and we
They
were
did
just
it.
thinking.
They did it what most of the teams are doing in this
Exactly.
tournament, except the Montreal Tigers. Most of the teams who are winning the toss, they are putting the opposition to the bat and they are preferring to chase the match.
And I think everyone in the ground, they were just expecting that Edmonton Royal, they are not going to win the match because of high total made by Winnipeg Hawks. I was thinking just like that. I don't know what you were thinking at that time.
Yeah, it seemed to me difficult at the one stage of the match because we have seen, because of lot of uneven bounce and the veering out pitch is veering out very rapidly, and we have seen the second batting team, although the matches have been chased in this tournament, but they are struggling since last 2 to 3 days. But in this match, I have seen that when the 200 total was made, because before the Winnipeg Hawks put them to chase 204. They made 203 runs at the loss of 5 wickets in the given quota of 20 overs. It seems to be difficult because except the initial 2 matches in which the Darren Semi team chased the 228 and then the
very first match,
and the Cricket West Indies B team chasing the 200 plus.
Yes.
Otherwise, it was not the easy total. This was the third time this high level total has been chased down quite easily by any team, and this was none other but the Edmonton Royals desperately needed to register at the points, because already by the virtue of Vancouver Knights and by the virtue of rain they got the 1 point, so 3 points. So with the 2 points with the today's game, they came equal to the Vancouver Knights of Chris Gale. And now the other team, Winnipeg Hawks, already on the 4 points at the top of the table, that went down to the Edmonton Royals also because of the points and also because of the run rate. And also because of run rate.
I thought that they got the point yesterday because of the rain.
Yeah.
So each team, I think, got one point.
Got 1
yesterday.
point, but today's now Winnipeg Hawks are having the 1 point each, and also they are .100 net run rate. They are now having less run rate as compared to the Edmonton Royals. So coming back to the match, the match was very interesting and evenly poised. The match was started with the West Indian beauty Lendl Simmons. Lendl Simmons is the beauty to watch, and the Cricket West Indies team destructor, we say him. Lendl Simmons, the one-man show. He is famous for the one-man show. Caught Suhail Tanveer, bowled Irfan, but he has done his job. 66 he has made on the 48 balls. At the one end, he was controlling throughout the innings. When he came to bat, he was controlling the one end, and then the huge expectation for the David Warner, because yet to achieve something in this league after coming back from his ban. Stephen Smith, his skipper, already made 55 today, and in the first match also he made the brilliant scores. But David Warner was falling out cheaply like Chris Gale and the other stars on the cheap scores of the whole numbers 4, 5, 3, and today he did the same. He made 0 and he was bowled by the Pakistani beauty and the tall man 7 meters Irfan and caught by Afridi brilliantly. And then the Mark Doyle came. He was caught by Kevin O'Brien and he was bowled by Agha Salman on 64. So these above 250s made them reach the respectable total of 100. But then Darren Bravo came, and we were expecting some fireworks from the Darren Bravo, but he fell out cheaply. And at the end, when my man was not working, he started working. Killer Miller. What I say, David Miller is the killer Miller and the destructive batsman from the South Africa, one of the proud Springboks, and he clicked today. And a brilliant fireworks, and the one hit came right in our media box, right next to me, and I was going to catch the ball. But Dr. Dilnishi said, please don't follow the ball. And you know what happened? There was a car down there, and the man was gossiping with his friend. It went right into the door, banged into the back door, and put the huge dent. But the Miller was smiling and the David Warner was smiling. Anyhow, this is cricket and the beauty of cricket. And then the Ben McDermott came, the wicketkeeper batsman, the son of the Greg McDermott. He was not out on 0, but he was supporting the other batsman. So the things went well, and the huge target of 203 for the 5 wickets and the loss of 5 wickets at the end of 20 overs given quota. The pick of the bowlers was Mohammad Irfan, all Pakistani beauties. Mohammad Irfan, 4 overs 29 runs and 2 wickets. Agha Salman, 4 overs 43 runs, 2 wickets. He bowled very well, but he was little expensive with the 43 runs, but he did compensate at the end with his bat. And the 1 wicket was taken by the Pakistani bowler, pace battery, Sohail Tanveer, who was the skipper of the Edmonton Royals. And then came the batting of Edmonton. So Edmonton, when came Dr. Dilnashi, huge responsibility was on the shoulder of Islamabad United opener and the master blaster, super duper Kiwi, Luke Ronchi.
And your favorite batsman too.
My favorite batsman also. So Luke Ronchi, the wicketkeeper batsman, he fell out shortly, only making 3 runs on the 5 balls.
Yeah.
So he got out cheaply. And then the Andre Fletcher, the Peshawar Zalmi man, we were expecting.
He played very well.
He
today.
played very well, and we were expecting that if they had to chase, they have to perform on the top, from the top. The 2 batsmen, Luke Ronchi and Fletcher, they will have to perform if they need to win.
Yeah.
So what happened? Luke Ronchi was flopped, but Andre Fletcher was playing very brilliant innings. On mere 33 balls, he made 47 runs and caught by Ali Khan and bowled by Kyle Phillips. And Andre Fletcher from the top, as the Luke Ronchi couldn't do, but Andre Fletcher has done the work.
Yeah.
That's why what he was doing with the Peshawar Zalmi.
Exactly.
So he has made the brisk 47 on the 33, and
He
score
bat
was
very responsibly and brilliantly, I guess.
brilliantly and moving the score forward. And then came the beauty. After they got out, the match was stuck up in between, but the dew who came in the center, one was the beauty from Lahore, Lahore Lions, Lahore Kalandar, Lahore Shalimar, all Lahore, Lahore Lahore. Agha Salman reached to the crease, and believe me, I was not expecting this time the fireworks from him. Agha Salman and Farhan Biharuddin, the South African beauty, they were on the ground and both made 73 and 62 respectively. Agha Salman making 73 from the 41, and the fireworks came everywhere. They have gone to Toronto from King City. And then the Farhan Biharuddin, the brilliant onside strokes, and he made 62 on only 30 balls, proving that why he was in the South African T20 and ODI side. Biharuddin also playing for the Cape Cobras for some time, and he couldn't make his position into the South African team in the test team, but he was inducted into the ODI team and inducted into the T20 team. Something to tell about the Farhan Biharuddin. Farhan was inducted in the South African team back in the 2009 when Hong Kong Sixes have been made. When Hong Kong Sixes have been made, at that time, South African team reached to the finals of the Hong Kong Sixes. And you know what? On the last ball, 6 runs were required to reach the grand finale of the Hong Kong Sixes. What happened next? Farhan Biharuddin threw the ball out of the ground, out of the arena.
Sixer.
So he is known for that famous shot. He is known for the track record of the hitting 6 on the last ball of the Hong Kong Sixes, and South Africa winning that in style. And today he threw almost the Hawks out of the tournament. So Biharuddin making 62 with Agha Salman 73, and then the Irishman came, the dream breaker of the Pakistan, the dream breaker of the late Bob Woolmer, rest in peace. Kevin O'Brien was bowled by the Fidel Edwards and caught by the wicketkeeper Ben McDermott, fell out cheaply. And then at that time Shaiman Anwar, the UAE player and the Dubai based player, Shaiman came on the crease for making the 3 runs. He was not out, but at that time target was pretty easy. They needed only 3 runs from the 7 balls, and that time when Farhan was out, so Lala had to come out. So the picture changed in the ground, and when Shahid Khan
was so excited to see boom boom Lara in the ground, I think.
So all the ladies were up from the seat without the expectations that the only match has been match would have been easily won, but everyone was seeing Lala. So the last over came, and then the Shaman came, played the ball on the onside for the single, and then it was a 2 runs. But I don't know why Shaman stopped, but everyone was shouting because the crossing happened and Afridi went on the opposite
Afridi
side,
had to face the last
and
ball.
Shahid Khan Afridi had to face not the last ball, but
was
the
the last
second ball.
okay.
There were three
Yeah,
balls more,
exactly.
because one ball
Yeah.
was beaten. One ball was beaten for the appeal for the Lala on the non-striking end for the run out, and the third umpire declared
No,
it
because
not
at
out.
that time only one run needed to win the match from.
One run was needed to win the match because the match was scarce. So they could have taken easily the 2 runs. I don't know why they didn't take. But then Lala came, the boom, and he fired the ball out of the ground for the 6 in the signature style, signature style, and Winnipeg Hawks were
And a loud
behind.
cheer.
Yeah, and leaving Winnipeg Hawks behind on the 4 points, and surprisingly, with the help of that 1 point on the points table, Edmonton Royals have crossed the teams and now on the 2nd spot along with the Vancouver Knights of Chris Gayle. So Agha Salman was the man of the match, and he was very happy to get the man of the match. And I hope if Rana Sahab would have been seeing the match, Rana Fawad,
Be very happy.
so he must
for
be a
that.
very happy man, but
Yeah.
he will also be feeling sorry that why all of them are playing with him. When Lahore Qalandar is playing, Agha Salman and all the players are
They're not
playing.
clicking over there.
Agha Salman
Yeah.
was the beauty who made them win, actually, the Lahore Qalandars in the PSL versus Islamabad United and versus the Karachi Kings, that match, especially which how they won. Actually, they lost on the super over.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Salman played very well, but they lost in the match in the super over. But they have won brilliantly against Karachi, and that was the magnificent innings. So let me go to the points table and show you how the points are standing. So Cricket West Indies, 4 out of 4, a team to beat in this tournament. 4 out of 4 and 8 points with a net run rate of 1.425.
Wow.
And now the things are very interesting. Vancouver Knights and Edmonton Royals,
Yeah.
both are having 5 points. Vancouver Knights is in the top because of 2 reasons. With a net run rate plus 0.607, while Edmonton Royals with plus 0.568.
Oh my God.
But the problem is this, Edmonton Royals have played 5 games, while the Vancouver Knights yet 1 game to play.
Oh.
So next go the Winnipeg Hawks, 5 games, 2 wins, and now they are 4 points. They are lacking behind the Edmonton Royals with a 0.444 points. Montreal Tigers and the Toronto Nationals almost virtually out of the tournament. Still some matchup could have
And tomorrow is the game between Toronto National and the Montreal Tigers. So,
and the Montreal Tigers and Toronto Nationals, they are at the bottom of the table with a 4 games each, with a 1 win each, with a 3 losses. Even Toronto Nationals have started the tournament brilliantly, but at the end they lost, and the 2 points of both the teams. But the net run rate, Montreal Tigers are minus 0.751, while the Toronto Nationals became the worst team, becoming minus
They're on the last place.
0.031 on the last place. So let's hope what Semi is thinking and how they are behaving. So the tomorrow's game.
So tomorrow we are all waiting to see the West Indies B team and the Vancouver Knights in the morning time, 11 a.m. And the second match will be between Toronto National and Montreal Tigers.
Yeah, and the tomorrow's match, because of the weekend, will be again the double header.
Yeah.
So the first match would have been played between the top 2 teams of this tournament right now. Vancouver Knights, the Chris Gayle team, and the team to beat, Cricket B West Indies. If Vancouver Knights win the match, they will be clearly ahead of the Edmonton Royals by the big margin. But
Yeah.
if they lost the match, Edmonton Royals would be in the action.
Yes.
And Edmonton Royals will be praying for the Knights' loss in the
Yes.
tomorrow's game. And
Exactly.
the next match, Montreal Tigers and the Toronto Nationals, will also be an interesting place.
Yeah.
None of them want to be at the bottom of the table. So let's see who will make the bottom of the table and who will be the second loss. It's all about the survival. Somewhere at the top, someone at the bottom.
So that's it for today. Tomorrow we're going to see the matches between Toronto National and Montreal Tigers, and tomorrow we'll see the magic of West Indies B team versus Vancouver Knights. So
till then, time for us from here to sign off and take care and bye-bye.